We are working with the ministry to get some sort of a tax exemption for this sponsorship. So I'm pretty sure, you know, if we say tax exemption, if we sponsor and everything, a lot of companies will jump into this. It's a good point that you raised just now. We are working with the ministry on how we can, you know, further give some sort like advantage lah for those yang nak, you know, venture into the sponsorship for motorsports. Well, in terms of quantum, I cannot answer you because I think that would be best coming from Petronas because they are tracking all this the value that they get from all the sponsorship. But during my time in Petronas last time, a lot of things were looked into the branding side of things, because when you sponsor, actually sponsoring is one of the media punya exposure that any company look into. So there are three things that you look into when you go into the media mix. One is sponsoring, one is EMP, the other one is CSR. So all this, you know, if you really look into, you know, the exposure and everything, sponsorship gives you the most value because of the time that you are, you know, able to put your money into. I mean, I'm pretty sure if a company invests in a billboard or, you know, an advert and everything, is a very short span of time. Sponsorship gives you more value in terms of timing. That's why a lot of companies go into sponsorship. Now, when we look into sponsorship value, there's a lot of things that we can look into. One is the basically the quantifiable value. The other one is the unquantifiable value. So those are the things that you know, sponsors really look into. So coming back to your question in terms of value too, I think Petronas will be the best suited party to answer that. But based on my experience, there's a lot of value that comes from sponsoring a motorsports team or event. Due to the, you know, due to the eyeball, due to the exposure, due to the people who's looking or following the sports and everything. That's why a lot of companies go into sponsorship. Well, it's always a question of the chicken and the egg, which one comes first, right? Because when you know, you put yourself as a sponsor, you always want to see what value if I put in the money, right? So that value we need to quantify first before we go to the sponsor. You know, a sponsor might say, why should I put my money into something that is, you know, not being able to give me the best value? Might as well I put my money into something else, into other media mix, like billboard or advertisement or something else, you see. But it always goes back to the value that, you know, an event or a program gives back to the sponsor. Petronas all these years have been looking at this value quite closely. I'm pretty sure, you know, if other companies are looking into sponsors, so they also look into the value that it gives back to them. So like what I said earlier, if we can start something small first, like what you said in Indonesia, like Bakmi, for example, they come in and everything. If a local company in Malaysia, SME company, would like to sponsor our talents in motorsports, in mini GP, for example, the lowest of the tier, you know, they can come in at a very small value. We are always open to discuss with any sponsors. You know, at least when they come in, you know, the brand is out there, and then we can do a lot of exposure, we can do a lot of activation. I'm pretty sure, you know, this will open up opportunities for any sponsors. So hence, that's why I said, you know, I rally all the private companies, big or small. Please do look at you know, our talents and our program. I'm pretty sure we can give back the value that you invest. Well, to a certain extent, our investment in talent development is the intangible value that I was talking about earlier, the unquantifiable value that we have to put in. As the home of Malaysian motorsports, one of the things that we have been tasked by the ministry is to look into the talent development, because in Malaysia, there's no specific entity to look into Malaysian motorsports development apart from SIC. That's why I hope a lot of other private companies, to a certain extent OEMs, we collaborate, we open up the collaboration, because I do think we have to collaborate in order for us to bring up this talent. We can't do it alone. Motorsports is a team sport. If we don't collaborate, if we don't work as a team, I'm pretty sure we will not get anywhere, moving forward. So I do hope that, a lot of cooperation, a lot of entities will come and discuss further with SIC on how we can bring our talent development to another level. Well, the decision will be made by Datuk Razlan moving forward, but I'm pretty sure he has some plans or some other sponsors to back him up next year. I think we have to wait for his announcement. But moving forward, the separation will be done. So SIC will no longer hold a team in MotoGP, Moto2, and Moto3 classes. And hopefully we can, our concentration now is to look into our talent development in CEV, how they can perform better. There's half season to go. Moving forward, they are on the way back to Spain right now. They just departed. Hopefully they can deliver their performance, and I'm pretty sure if they perform well, they show up and everything, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of team that will be looking for these talents. Well, like what I said earlier, talent development is one of the things that not only we're looking at the ROI purely, but it's our task to look into the talent development for the country. I know that motorsports has 2 wheels and 4 wheels. We have been concentrating all this while on 2 wheels. There's still a lot of work to be done, but we are also looking into the 4 wheels development as well, together with MEM, right? So this is something that hopefully we can restart soon, so that we can build up the pool of talents for us to push in the international scene. Yeah, we are open, as any basically contribution to our talents and everything. I'm pretty sure we're willing to look into it, be it small or big. But the cost, as you know, to bring these talents to the Spanish Championship is quite high. Most of it is being helped by the support from KBS. But I have told the team that we can't heavily depend on the support from KBS moving forward. We have to look outside right now to get the support from the private companies. So coming back to your question, as small as as a few thousand, if for example they want to do 1 round or 2 rounds to put a logo or whatsoever, moving forward and everything, I'm pretty sure we can discuss something. Yeah, that the door is always open. You know me, I'm an open guy, right? Anything goes, as long as we can bring back the value. Hopefully, yeah, inshallah, we can do it. Oh, okay. Well, part of it also, I spoke to him the other day. I think there are a few things that is going on at the moment in MotoGP last weekend, and also I think he is working on a new deal for the new sponsor to come in. Hopefully it will be announced soon. So let's you know, let's wait for Dato' Razlan to do the announcement, and then you know, he can tell you a bit more on what is going to be the plan for the future and who's going to be the title sponsor and so on. Well, the lubricants entering the bike, I think to some it might look very small. I was there during the you know, discussion with Yamaha when they wanted to put you know, the lubricants and the gear oil into the bike and everything. It's not an easy task because the Yamaha takes a lot of you know, tests and convincing, so that you know, because the bikes ni, for your information, takut nanti bila masuk minyak yang tak boleh jaga the engine, the bike might stall and then the rider will fly, right? Itu yang Yamaha bagi tahu last time. Dia takut kalau minyak baru masuk, kalau minyak tu tak dapat jaga engine tu betul-betul, the engine might stall and then the rider terbang and then injured, fatality. That is the number one punya issue lah masa dulu, masa Petronas nak masukkan minyak tu. But alhamdulillah, in a very short time we met the spec. I think the oil yang masuk dalam bike tu achieve very good performance. You can see it last year. Last year was the best year for SRT. But apart from that also, I think one of the objectives yang nak Petronas nak masuk, or one of the main objectives, is to step foot in MotoGP to do their branding macam Formula 1 juga. So these are the two main things yang yang Petronas tengok lah when they sponsor the team. Sebab Habib ni bawa Dato' Razlan, so nak kena tanya dengan Dato' Razlan lah apa. Bukan takat Habib saja, kita ada few Malaysians, if you know, in the team. So perhaps kena tunggu Dato' Razlan punya decision lah, what's going to happen to the ni. But I'm pretty sure Dato' Razlan will take care all of them, because he's really proud when he say that, you know, he's a Malaysian punya team. There's a lot of Malaysian involved in the team. Bukan dari segi racing saja, tapi dari segi belakang tabir. A lot of people yang Dato' Razlan mau masuk, some are from SIC also, to help the team punya management punya side lah. Tak ada, because kita punya decision to move forward is Dato' Razlan will take the team independent. So it's up to Dato' Razlan to decide on the sponsor lah untuk tahun depan. Sebab all this while selection of rider kita lepaskan pada Dato' Razlan untuk decide, because he is the team principal. And selection of riders, selection of mechanics, the people behind the team and everything is all the responsibility of the team principal, which is Dato' Razlan lah. So all this while memang SSC tak masuk campur berkenaan dengan pemilihan rider. That's a very good question. Lain sikit daripada kita punya ni, tapi more on the talents. This year has been quite a tough year for kita punya four wheel punya talent development, because macam last year kita ada local punya championship and also the international punya championship like TCR and everything. Tapi tahun ni TCR Asia pun tak dapat apa berjalan lagi. On top of that, banyak kita punya funding untuk tahun ni pergi kepada two wheel as compared to four wheel. It's not good actually for us to continue like this. We hope that moving forward, more emphasis will be given to the four wheel punya development. We're going to start off dengan creating our own karting punya national punya series, so that we start, you know, people competing at the go-kart punya ni, so that ada banyak lagi pool of talents for us to push in the international punya scene. So that's the way forward for four-wheel. But for Mitchell Chia dengan Adam tahun ni, coming back to your question, it's quite tough at the moment due to the current budget that we have to support them. But hopefully we can you know, plan better moving forward lah for these two boys. At the moment tak ada perancangan lagi. There's no plan yet. All depends on because as you know, forming a team in the World Championship takes a lot of budget or sponsorship or cash for that matter for us to form a team in the World Championship. But looking at the current situation right now, I think we have to relook back at our program. Our concentration will be more on daripada mini GP ke CEV dulu. Get the boys ready, get the boys you know, prepared for them to compete in the World Championship. So bila betul-betul dah ready, betul-betul dah very competitive and everything, I'm pretty sure, you know, we will get there. Okay guys, thank you for the questions and the session today. I really hope that you can help us to rally the support from the private sector especially, because this platform is really one of the platform yang I rasa memang terbaik lah untuk for any companies to invest in, especially in supporting our Malaysian talent dekat in the international stage, and hopefully, you know, you can help us to shout out more for contributions to come in to support us and also support you know, KBS in bringing up these talents. That will be really awesome for all of us. Please also shout out to everyone that you know, keep supporting our talents. Because we do have really talented people and boys in the championship, the upcoming ones especially, and we hope we can produce more from the mini GP championship, so you can see more talents going into the World Championship insyaAllah pada masa yang akan datang. Yeah, on top of that, please stay safe, jaga SOP. Hopefully we can meet up again soon, insyaAllah. Yeah, take care. Assalamualaikum.